Hi, I'm Laura Brown, and I have a daughter. Her name is Lauren. She's now 7 years old, and she has sensory dysfunction. She got to the point where the morning routine and just getting dressed, a very basic functional skill, would take upwards to 2 hours. And during that period of time, there would be cycles where she would tantrum for 5 to 10 minutes, which would involve screaming, ranting, yelling very mean phrases like, "I hate you, mommy," "I don't want to be in this house," "I can't stand you, you're making me do this." Yeah. And then she would get quiet and act like she was ready to start again. I would engage with her. I would try to use logic and explain the importance of getting dressed and how I could help her and what she needed to do and how this was important and this is her job. And that just didn't work. I was getting sick. I was extremely nervous. I hesitated. I was so apprehensive about even putting my feet on the ground because all I could do was anticipate the same nightmare that was recurring. And it felt like I couldn't escape it. And I think she could sense that very easily. So I just felt like we were in this downward spiral of despair and having to relive it every single day. And it was torturous. I felt like our home had no peace. There was no calm. And then I started to feel really resentful and bitter and angry at her for choosing to be so upset about something that is so basic. But I knew fundamentally I love my child and I would do anything to help her. We saw that there was a very specific sequence in the routine. And in addition to that, I gave her a little bit of control, more control with her sensory diet. I gave her some choices with that. So we modified that. So when I gave her a little bit more control, a change in positive reinforcement, and then a lot of positive, heartfelt appreciation, I would say within 2 weeks, I saw the first change in her. This morning, she got dressed in 5 minutes, and I got to see her engage with her sister and play happily. They had time to go outside. They had time to go downstairs and play. We still had time to prepare her book bag together, joyfully. So there's calm and there's more peace, and that's priceless. The parent coaching helps me as a parent. It helps me to have strategies. The scripts that you have provided have been valuable. I mean, I had something concrete. And for me, that's like an emergency plan. Yeah. Places have emergency plans because, when we're in crisis, we revert to that fight or flight. And I was in fight or flight with her. Now I feel like I have very specific words and phrases so that whenever we revert back to a tough moment, I feel like I have the confidence and the ability to interact with her in a positive way while remaining calm. So this service is invaluable. And I would recommend that any parent who is seeking support and guidance and instruction for a child with a very intense brain like Lauren, I would say do it. It's definitely worth it. And now that we have more time, we can have positive experiences together. And in that way, when she reflects on her childhood, she thinks about all the positive, fun things that she and mommy did together, instead of spending hour upon hour in this abyss of just misery. And I felt like that's the dark place we were in months ago. And so now I feel like we just have more time to re-engage and reconnect and make up for lost time.